Yeah, that took a bit. Alright. One more exit to go. Know which one. This time, we're gonna try not dying as much. I feel like that's gonna help my gameplay a bit. Just not dying. Maybe learning how to use ladders correctly. Still reminds me very much of the Mario 2 tile set. No, those are not stabbable because they're blue. I stab the taco just in case. Oh, cause oh no! What? I don't know why, but I thought those always hit the second plank. Alright. Jump on the squirrel. This pit still eludes me, irritatingly. Okay. Well, still not great at 38, I think. But could be worse. Wait. I went at the wrong time. Even have the pips from yesterday. Because I didn't reset that particular browser. Alright. Do like my DuckTales. I'd say that game deserved a proper sequel, but it kind of got one. I don't think it was quite as good as the first game, or at least it wasn't as well received. Of course, there was the remake relatively recently, like Xbox 360 era. That was pretty cool. It had some nice bonus stuff, but ultimately was not quite as good as the original, I don't think. Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm already toast. You jump instead of fall. Yeah, that's the key there. Brilliant. Alright. Clear that, because I don't want to read that. Have that pip bugging me. I don't like the word pip so much today. One of those I probably shouldn't spend too much time thinking about ladders. Or formers. Maybe transformers. They are in fact robots in disguise after all. Okay, here we go. That worked. Yeah, that worked. I'll take it. Okay, just gotta be more careful about what I'm doing. Definitely seems to be helping so far. Okay. Comets all... I say coalesce, but they didn't really do that. Wait for the doggo. Remember, that's not the timing. But don't care, because we successfully navigated that obstacle. I would say this particular one went pretty well. Oh, shoot, I forgot. Am I safe? I'm safe. Don't think it's gonna matter, but it saved me some time later. There's only one pupper in there. I wonder how I caused 2 puppers to spawn last time. Maybe by having 1 pupper in there and then... Nope. Utterly baffling. I meant to spin jump. Still do not care for knife cats. Alright. Oh, cannons. Well, could be worse. Well, probably will be worse. That didn't kill me? Huh! That's cute. Good to know that that won't instantly murder me. Hooray! Oh. Never mind. Then there's those things. So let's see, I made it 3 rooms all the way through onto the 4th. How many rooms there are in this? Bounce. Bounce up. Bounce up. Like the ending of Octodad, you gotta climb that ladder. Oh, I timed that jump so poorly. Alright, well, it's 2 hits. It's not great so far, I will admit. Let's try to do slightly better in the comment section. Oh, it spawned in me. This part, I don't know. How does that works? Stab that, duck, stab that. Wait a cycle. Fail the classic, oh no. I got double hit. Well, this is still probably feasible. Not the worst. Unless I do something really stupid like that. Any? Nope. No meaningful secret over there. Did not even land on what I meant to land on. Not optimistic about this run. But if I learn to master the cannons... I could have saved that. Wall jumped off of it. It was an option, I didn't take it. I wonder if those are from Sonic. They kind of look like they are. Sonic tends to have really big spikes. Mario never really went for that aesthetic for some reason. Does not care for the spikes, I guess. Okay, up and at them, and at them. Actually watched that episode recently. Season, like, what, 7 or 8 of The Simpsons still holds up surprisingly well. That was needlessly risky. Okay. It's time to learn this one. Got it. Consistent-ish. That was late. Bounce up against the ceiling. Alright, 2 hits. Could be worse, could be a lot better. You know, I didn't deserve that, but I'll take it. I'll take it to the bank. Some sort of bank. This is... yeah, that's the iteration. That's... okay. It was not difficult. Just need to pay attention to timing. Alive, you need heat. Also, yeah, see, look, I got 2 puppers that time. I don't know why, what I'm doing differently. Didn't duck jump there either. A little bit of spawn oddity, but nothing too bad. I guess the background makes that particular spike look... no, it's missing its outline. Huh. I don't have any other spikes to look at. I'll have to check that again next time I die. But it definitely looks like it's missing a chunk of its outline. I'm going to put a marker down to examine that later, because that's weird. Maybe that's just how it looks, honestly. What's up, Kelrossi? How you doing? 20, yeah. Gotta be careful not to fall out of this thing. Thank you for that. 20 months, damn. That was a long time. How you doing? Is he navigating a cannon maze? Is this one? There we go. Oh yeah, and probably should message you sometime in the near future about additional Monkey Islands. When I was in California most recently, I have acquired the 4th Monkey Island game, so now I have as many Monkey Island games as Windows 98 will stand. I guess that's just how the sprite looks, huh? Over. I don't like these things. That's how they get you. Then these things start bouncing at you. And... Alright, what's next? I think this is new territory for me. Nope, you cannot spin jump off of those. Okay, he's gonna respawn, which doesn't help me at all. Huzzah! Oh, that's a shell. Convenient. I see what I can do here. Oh, nuts! Oh, I stopped to reach at. Meteor Dawn's request the 4th one. I mean, I now have a copy of it. It was like $10. I got it, and a copy of King's Quest VII, which isn't one of the best ones, but you know, I kind of felt like I should have a physical copy of it. And a copy of Myst, which I thought was for PlayStation, but turned out to be for Mac OS. Like, you know, Mac OS like 7 or something. So, not much use out of that, but it was $5. I'm really not all that sad about it. But I'm doing fine. Been working all day. Had a feature that I needed to get to a certain point before I could stream today. And just sort of made it under the wire. That's the good news, is that that feature is almost complete. I've got like some bookending stuff that's a little bit tricky that I want to write in the morning, but the interface is there, so my boss can look at it and figure out what he wants to do from this point on, which is nice. Surely you can emulate OS 7 on Windows? Yes, certainly. I mean, the question really is, would the macOS experience be any different than the Windows experience? And I'm not entirely sure. I might figure it out. I do have a Mac OS emulator on this machine, because I was trying to play a weird FMV game with some of my friends, but it never quite worked the way I wanted it to. It was a game called Spaceship Arizona, which I think is mostly supposed to teach you how to speak English. Like, I think it was a German company that released the game. It's weird. But basically, you're an alien, and you're stuck in Arizona, and you need to find the bits of your spaceship, which are random objects, to fix your spaceship and leave Arizona, which is a laudable goal in my mind. The only thing I have realized, however, is that this machine doesn't have a CD-ROM drive, which makes that endeavor a little bit trickier. Because really, the smart way to handle it would be just, you know, get yourself a ISO and go from there. Oh, I feared the knife cat a little too much. Do not fear the knife cat. But yeah, so that's sort of the lay of the land. I was thinking more Monkey Island this weekend. I was going to message you, but since you showed up, I can ask about, like, is there a reasonable time this weekend, either Saturday or Sunday? So I'm definitely leaning more towards Sunday. It gives me a little more time to spend on it on a given day. Also a bit worried about what my timetable will look like on Saturday, because I've yet to figure it out, but Sunday's completely open on me. CD-ROM and USB, yes, I should do that. I used to have one, and I think I did recently try to use a USB on CD-ROM, but I don't know if the CD-ROM failed, or the CD-ROM itself failed. Oh, you can't jump on those guys. The USB CD-ROM drive failed, or the disc was failing me, because it was behaving very strangely. What was I doing? I don't even remember. I was trying to... What was I doing? I think I was trying to do something with a copy of Windows 98. But that doesn't sound right. Why the hell would I have wanted to connect this thing to this machine? Another option, of course, would be to use the CD-ROM drive on the Squiggle Box, which I imagine I could find. I'm pretty sure I could find a Windows 98 macOS emulator. It might not be quite as good as later revisions, but I vaguely remember Basilisk working around that period of time where people would still be using Windows 98. So it's possible. Eh? That's a different setup again. What the heck? Some weird spawning stuff going on here. Sunday works. Need to sleep by like 1. Yeah, that's fine. I think we could start a bit earlier, as long as I just make sure to get started earlier. So let's say, I don't know, 6, 7, around then, and then we have some decent Monkey Island time, and everyone can go to bed at a reasonable hour. And then I can see what to do, because I need to remember what I was actually up to in the game, and that's always one of the harder bits of adventure gaming, is remembering what the fuck you were trying to do. I did have one idea that I came up with as I was heading to bed. It was like, you know, it's weird that I still have this object that has this chick's face on it in my inventory. Where else could I use a face? I'm like, oh, right. I can totally put that on the other wanted poster, maybe. So I'm going to try that. That works? Alright, cool. Yeah, I will message you on Discord just to confirm and have it written it down somewhere so that I don't forget. I almost did that when I was doing the last Zelda 2 one, where I had forgotten exactly what time I had told Desi. And I thought it was an hour later than it was. I thought that I had agreed an hour later than I had, so I had to rush a bit to get some things done that day. They make actual USB? Yes, they do. Always use the SATA to USB converter. Ah, that works. And I'm not going to disparage it. Why can't I make that? It's just one cannon. I think I can go on the first cycle. I want to go when I'm, like, lined up with them. That kind of worked. I had one for a bit because... Oh, why'd I buy it? I had this Toshiba that I had been upgrading slowly, but at one point in time I realized that I could just ditch a lot of weight if I removed the CD-ROM drive, and I never got around to, like, getting a proper, like, thing on it to replace the gaping hole the CD-ROM drive left. But I eventually did need to use the CD-ROM drive again and couldn't find it. I'd lost it somewhere. Maybe it stopped working even before then I removed it. But yeah, that laptop was ridiculously abused before I finally retired her. But it was a good laptop for its time. It was a Core Duo, I think? That was Core Solo or something. Core was still a really good processor type at that point, though. Now I'm getting curious. Am I going to get a different... No, it's the same spawn pattern. What the heck? Why is that happening? Oh, that was late. Yeah, that was late. Yeah, I think I got it to install Windows 7 around when it came out on that laptop because it seemed like the thing to do, and it had SSD support, and I'd gotten an SSD for it because I wanted to extend its lifetime a little bit longer. And you know what? It worked. I could still use that laptop for like another 2 or 3 years. SSDs were friggin' magic back in the day. They're still magic now, but they were then too. Of course, nowadays no one would actually buy a laptop that didn't, contain an SSD because that would be silly. Ah. Favorite laptop had slots in the front where you could put batteries or the CD-ROM drive. You had to choose between double battery life or a CD-ROM drive. That's fair. It's not a bad trade, honestly. Yeah, I never quite got into the external, like, actually good external battery jam. I just kept buying new batteries when the old ones would die, which sucked because it happened every few years. And power supplies. The power supplies for the Toshiba were complete and utter crap. But yeah, nice modular design for laptops really isn't a thing anymore because like nobody cares about the actual hardware in them and upgrading them and stuff like that. I want to shoot. Ah, there we go. You know, that was like the opposite of what I wanted. Don't try first cycling that. What I don't like about this is I can't see the spawner. I do miss that era. PC MIA or MCIA cards. I had a laptop that was a complete and utter piece of crap by the time I got it. But it did run Windows 98, and it did have a modem, and so I could use it for internet things. But it was a piece of crap. And it was a modem that was using a PC MAC or whatever. PC MIA or whatever it was, port. Just thinking, I probably need to buy a modem at some point in the near future. Probably for the Windows 98 machine. I think that just makes the most sense when you get down to it. But I'll figure that out when I get to it. Yeah, I swear. How did I get that double spawn? Hate that we can't replace phone batteries anymore. You always used to just take extra batteries on trips from taking pictures a lot. Oh yeah, no, that was a nice feature. Also, the batteries used to just last longer. I mean, to be fair, I was using, like, the crappy Nokia brick phone. Or a flip phone, or something of that variety. Where it just didn't do anything. And, hey, that's how you can have battery life. I guess I could do this first cycle. I really should look into doing that better. Because I really am getting tired of waiting for this dog and Comet to line up. I mean, nowadays the solution to that is to carry an extra USB-enabled battery, which is what I've taken to doing in certain instances. Which is okay, at least it's kind of modular-ish, as opposed to the more specific iOS battery, but it's not as good, I will be the first to admit. iOS battery. iPhone battery. I'd say there's a market for, like, a nerd phone that has these features, but we all know there isn't. Just kind of better to buy a crappy phone, knowing that you're gonna ditch it later. In fact, there was a period in time, I think, when I went, last time I went to DEF CON, where, like, Amazon was selling, like, Kindle Fires, which were, like, or some sort of Android thing for, like, $6 for, like, a 10-pack, or something insane like that. So people were just, like, chucking them around, abusing the hell out of them. It's like, who cares? It's $6. Or something. Why am I so bad at this timing puzzle? Nope, that was a little early. That was also a little early. Yeah, I feel like I need at least one hit to get through the next section. Because I just can't see the things I'm trying to fight. Almost always opt for double life. Double thickness battery. Don't want a thin phone. Want a phone that lasts 16 hours of heavy use and no charging. That would be nice. But I don't know if I'd want a thick enough phone to actually make that happen. But I could see the use case. But don't think they make such rugged phones except for, like, I don't know, Iridium systems or something. I wonder where this background came from. Much bouncing. I do not condone bouncing of the second or third types. Swear to God, I cannot land those things. There we go. Yeah. I don't know why I was trying to do that. That trick only works in Zelda 2. Which reminds me, after I finish the neast 2 requests, I've got Zelda, the original, to contend to. Second quest. Still have yet to decide whether or not I want to try first quest first. Probably also need to spend a lot of time mapping things out. So I enjoy drawing on maps. Occasionally. Okay. I like this knife cat is slower than the rest. I guess I actually don't know what's out there in the phone world beyond, like, there are 2 OSs. What if they do make, like, interesting Android phones? One of those things where I just stick with the phone that works for me and I don't really ever change it. People keep remarking, like, wow, you still have an SE? I'm like, yeah, it works. I don't need to change it. Oh, that would have worked had I gone straight up. God, I'm bad with a Canon ASM. How could DKC do this so much better? Always the same story. Oh wait, that works. I wait for it to turn. Get those off the screen. I just don't want to be dealing with them. There we go. Okay. Got through there without getting hit. I'm pretty happy with that so far. No! Ah, should have just gone for it. There we go. I don't know why they keep popping that up. I swear Franker's Eevee should be keeping that away, but it does not seem to be working anymore. I wonder if they changed the div IDs or something. Hooray for React. Said no one ever, except React people. In fact, I kind of wonder if, like, in a few years I'll do something similar like the frame.work PC, but for, like, Android phones. Or a laptop, I suppose. Where it's just, here's a bunch of different components, and if you want to put it together yourself, here's a bit, good luck. Or if, like, cell phones need to maintain some sort of vague veneer of security through obscurity. They used to. I don't know if they do anymore, though. Would be kind of cool to make a fully custom phone, though. But it's probably like one of those compiling Gentoo type of things where, like, you think it's cool, but then you actually have to deal with the outcome. Of having nothing be the same and have to do all your troubleshooting on your own. C-flags just kicked in. Also, fun roll loops. For when you think that your CPU cache isn't working hard enough. In some architectures, unrolling loops really important. On others, not so much. For x86, who the fuck knows? Or x64. There we go. Yeah, I still feel like you don't need 2 dogs there, so I don't know why the second one's even really a thought there. Also, that was silly. I didn't land on it. It was so close. Throw, there we go. Though I suppose it wouldn't solve the thinness issue if you were doing a custom phone with them, so I think they only did, like, one size of, like, 1 or 2 sizes of laptop. I've since lost all sense of how to time this. Except I can tell you that wasn't it. Give it 2 hits. Isn't too shabby, honestly. Okay. I gotta wait for that guy to get all the way over here, so I can actually see him. So I can jump on his head, so I can jump on this guy's head. So I can jump on this guy's head. There we go. That's enough head jumping for a minute. Beautiful. Bean footage achieved. Okay. This time, I'm not going to mess this up by forgetting what I'm doing. Oh god. I forgot what I was doing. Oh, that was terrible. Alright, note to self. Actually kill that thing this time. Yeah, there's like a little bonus area there I want to get to. I don't think there's any other way I could pull this off. Alright. Dang it. I wonder what's in that area. Oh. Oh. I was about to say fire bars. I'm used to fire bars. And then missiles. The missile knows where it is because it cut me in half. That's how that sentence ends. Like those glowy critters are from Mario 2 too, aren't they? I think of like ways to speed this up, and I'm not doing a very good job. There's so many parts where it's easy just to take a hit, even if it's not the best of ideas. Let's hit the wall. A little bit early there. Still irritated about the programming environment I'm working in. It takes forever to compile anything. I've actually rigged it up so it tells me when it's done compiling audibly now, because it was just... I was spacing out and doing other things for far too long. Oh. But conveniently, I have the same system... Well, not quite the same system, but a very similar system rigged up in a few different places, so I can just tell my stereo speakers to play a noise when the task is done. Which is convenient. I guess I forgot that was initially part of a integration project. I was going to make it so that it would play different songs for Final Fantasy V as opposed to the default ones when certain sound triggers played. Then Twitch really clamped down on copyright infringement, and that whole idea kind of went out the window. At least music stuff. I kept the system around because it was convenient for that one use case. And then we end up using it later for success noises for puzzles. I also can just use it to play music when my computer's headless, which is nice. Go. Yeah, you can just do that first cycle. That's the smart move. I'm getting better at this. Once I'm getting good at it, I'm getting better. That was complete BS. I'm happy that it happened. Come on, dog. How do they turn around when they hit you? Like, oh, I hit you. I gotta fall you now. Throw, throw, throw. Yeah. After waiting that long. Maybe one day. Maybe next week, but not today. That barrel section's like my kryptonite. Gotten through this section without taking a hit. I think I've gotten through the second section without taking a hit. Definitely got through the fourth section without taking a hit. But I don't think I've ever gotten through the cannon section without taking a hit. Just kind of realize the significance of the song and the background, because presumably we're like climbing up a giant tower, though occasionally we seem to be going downward, which just also defeats the purpose. I could play Climb the Tower after this, but I don't want to. It's a nice little Kaizo, very vanilla-y Kaizo hack. It was made in 24 hours by Sweet Dude, which speaks to its quality positively. But there's a level where you have to fall, and vanilla falling mechanics kind of suck. Well, vanilla camera mechanics kind of suck when you're falling, because you can't see that far down. Yeah, that's way better than what I was doing before. Oh, I can just make that jump. I know what I'm doing next time. I've been playing it kind of slow for that. Yeah, I guess the reason for 2 dogs is so that you can dither there and wait for the spiky dude to move in a favorable pattern. Be nice. No. Yes. No! Ah! Okay. This is still really good. Would vastly prefer if you moved a little bit faster. Gonna wait on any humongous rush. I also have no idea what the if that's not the intended strategy. I have no idea how I would do that in actuality. Got from the spawn. This time we're not going to forget about the shell jump and be enamored with the kicking Koopa, because it's as funny as those are. That was silly. Anything down here? Death. Death is down there. May as well. God, I do not like cannons. Okay, these are dry bones, I believe. I'm gonna wait for the far one to go, I think. That worked. No! Did I actually get the wall? Yeah, barely, and then I didn't jump. Oh, that sucks. I still need to try to get the wall jump thing to work in a less stupid manner than I have the last 3 times I've had a chance to do it. But I'm making progress. Making good progress in some ways. Jump up. Jump up. Alright, maybe not. One nice thing is it looks like the Seattle heat wave is at least over for a few minutes. Today was actually really nice and cool. Not sunny, so I didn't really go for a walk. Didn't have time, really. Got busy with my work. God, what a terrible environment it is to code in that shit. But... eh. Oh, that timing didn't work. I wonder if I changed the spawn. Maybe I should contemplate a better timing than what I've been doing. I take that in 2 steps. It definitely is smarter. What happened to pogo sticks? Like, Scrooge has one installed in his cane in the Capcom NES game DuckTales. And of course, Commander Keen had a pogo stick. But, like, did they just go away? Did they stop existing in video games? Because they felt like a thing in video games for a while. You die, Knife Cat. But nice so far. Yeah, and I wonder if they just became less popular. Was there like a lawsuit or something? I could easily see children getting injured on those things, as with most fun objects. I want to hit it when it's going down. Yeah, well, I don't want to hit it at all, actually. But... nope, second cycle, clearly a loser. Yeah, no, I just don't know. Pogo sticks, man. Pogo sticks. I think mine just might be the standard, like, 90s weirdness. And it got replaced with some other fun toy that I'm unaware of. Having grown out of the era of toys around then. Really aged out of toys, I suppose. I was really into it when I was a kid. Like Domino Rally for some reason. Maybe out of a love of like Rube Goldberg machines or something. But something to think about later for me. Oh, for fuck's sake! I am never gonna make that because I'm gonna just keep killing the shell on that stupid turtle. I might just turn water on and see what's up there. Because I just want to know. I don't even care about really getting there consistently. I just want to do it once. God, I hate bullet bills so much. You just never know when they're going to go. Yeah, my attempt to duck there was not a good one. Can you spawn that? Yeah, I can despawn that. Okay. That makes that part a little bit easier. That wasn't going to happen either way. But getting more consistent. That's what matters with lengthy levels. For fuck's sake. I might play the Commander Keen games again. Maybe starting with like the first one. First one's weird because like you don't need to play most of it. Like I think you have to play all of like 7 levels in any percent. Considering it's 4 objects you have to acquire, that's not very many levels. Yeah, I think it's something like 4 or like 7 levels. Maybe 7 if you're including like the pogo stick level, which is scarcely a level unless you want to go for the extra bonus points at the top of the screen. But it does get you the pogo stick, and that's what matters. Yeah, I think the problem when I got hit earlier was I didn't go far enough to the left. But I think this entire area is just an exercise in patience, which I don't have in general. Like, I just need to measure out all of my jumps and whatnot. Except that one, I can just do that. Hooray. Brave jumps. It's a 2-dog night. Allegedly, the band 3-Dog Night was named as such because on cold nights in Alaska, if you're a sledder, you would take a certain number of dogs to sleep in your bed with you. And if it was a really cold night, it was a 3-dog night. You need a whole 3 dogs to not be cold. No idea if it's actually true. But there we go. This part I could use with a better, faster strategy, but I have no idea. I never quite figured out these guys as ASM. I think, like, shoot if they're facing your direction or something. What? Oh crap, I fell through. So did that thing. Huh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, we take those. Just gotta relax. Okay. Flippin' shell jump time. See, look at that. Well, that's gonna make that part of it easier. So I have options of power-ups. Okay. I bet I lose this thing pretty quick, honestly. But it's pleasant. Pleasant while it lasts. Actually, yeah, this thing's incredibly pleasant while it lasts. Okay. Scroll that thing off screen so I don't have to deal with it. It's good to be the squirrel. Okay, so unless I'm, like, on the block, I don't think I can prevent the second one from going. Big 19, dang. It keeps going so quickly. How you doing, Mixter? Thank you very much for subscribing for a ridiculously long amount of time. And for the host, of course. I actually went and made sure that it was working today. Because apparently it falls off like once a week. I don't know why that bot crashes that often. I got lucky. Well, I lost my squirrel suit. But I'm still alive. I'll call that a worthy trade-off. Parabit can't sleep. Oh no, the taco got me. Oh, hey. Sicari statue. Nice. Oh, I know what I have to do here. Wait. Oh no. Huh. Test the oh no, I can still make it. It's a little annoying, but I'm not soft-locked. Oh god. A lot of taco. Well, I hope that I can help with the not sleeping thing. Not necessarily saying I hope I put you to sleep. Hey, squirrel again. Always squirrel suit, never moose suit. That was closer than I would have liked it. I'm dead anyway. My hand hurts. That was bad. Yeah. Need to, I guess I did talk to the guy who made the cat shrooms. It is time to get more of them. Never thought that day would come where anyone other than me had the jazz shroom. But several people have acquired it now, and there needs to be another fancier mushroom. So we'll figure out that in the near future. Though he's a bit busy because... I guess it's not a new job, because he's had it for like months. But his wife is pregnant now. Makes it a little bit harder to work on random projects. Maybe it'll get done next time I see him. In person. Probably in like, I don't know, September. October-ish. Maybe all the way to November, damn. We'll see. Maybe I'll get bored and go up the East Coast. Might get frozen yogurt tomorrow and some ramen. Oh, nice. Yeah, I like flying. Like, I don't care much for an awful lot of airports, but I love flying out of SFO because there's the Pink Berry in Terminal 2. And every time I fly out of the terminal, I always stop and get a, frozen yogurt, which I call Frogurt. It just makes the first part of the flight so much more pleasant. You're like sitting there and people are getting on the plane, you're just eating your yogurt and having a grand old time, and they're still getting on the plane. So. Otherwise, I don't care too much for most airports, but that one's kind of nice. Also been... I'm a fan of the one in Everett. I flew in there the other day. Monday, I guess. This week went fast. And it's just a nice airport. Like, I definitely will see about flying into and out of that more often. Since it's about, it's not too far out of the way compared to SeaTac. There we go, second cycle for that. I think it's the third cycle, 1, 2... Definitely not third cycle. Tried it the first time a couple months ago, and you've been wanting to go back ever since. Oh, nice. Well, I guess which kind of frozen yogurt are we talking? Are we talking, like, the frozen Greek yogurt, or are we talking, like, TCBY? Because they're very different things. But either way, they come with, like, a million toppings. Depending on the place, and... Like the ones you pay by the pound, or the weight of the thing. I'm just gonna go for it. It is a nice way. Yeah, no place near me does frozen yogurt, which makes me a bit sad. There is a place I could walk to, but it's very far away and uphill, which means I'm not going to do that. Ow. Alright, I gotta pull off this shell jump now. Well, I'm 2 for 2 on the ones I actually have done. The Greek kind. You could be wrong, though. There's a ton of toppings. Yeah, the Greek kind are the good ones. The DCBY is just like the kind of frozen yogurt. You get like, I don't know, the Sizzler or something. Like, it's not great. I mean, your kid, it's fine. But as an adult, I would rather spend my calorie budget elsewhere. But the Greek yogurt one I find to be a decent compromise. And plus the toppings tend to be pretty good. Big fan of like the fresh strawberries and, maybe not fresh, but strawberries. And chocolate chips. They're so tasty. I have gotten that consistent somehow, and I don't know how or why, but I'm not going to start complaining now. Oh, come on. That wall. Killing me, walls. I gotta stab this taco without taking damage. Taco officially stabbed. More taco stabbage. I think I want to go to the taco stab. Taco Stabbage as a place. You know, it just doesn't sound like a good franchise to me. Oh, I should have used the item first. Oh. Okay. Am I fucked? I'm fucked. I need to still have the squirrel suit at that point. Seriously? You know what? I'm annoyed enough of this life. I'm just gonna fall down now. I really hope this doesn't take me another hour to complete. Oh man, speaking of tasty things, when I was in California, I got to eat one of my favorite bits of takeout. Even when I got back, I'm like, man, I wish I had another one of those. The place in San Francisco called Mission Chinese. They make the most delicious thing called rice-cooked bacon. It is so fucking good. Spicy oil, bitter melon, fried tofu skins, beans. It has it all. And of course it has bacon, which is delicious. And then little rice cakes. It's just, oh, it's so good. Don't you get it too often because spicy things are not good for me. But even so, it was worth tempting fate. A couple days in San Francisco. Yeah, that's on me. I don't know if I want to grab the suit yet. I don't think I do. My brilliant strategy was not so brilliant, unfortunately. I kind of wish the squirrel suit could help me out at any point before I actually need it. Might help in the first section? I don't think it would help me all that much. Plus I just lose it here when I run into something stupid. Oh, right. That reminds me, I should do that before I forget. Turn that off. There we go. Looking down, I'm like, oh, Max did that yesterday. I probably should prevent that from happening. We don't need to change Sicari's dress color. We can play with that later once I'm done beating the game, I suppose. See what it does. The last time I tried to do something like that in a very unique hack ROM, it did not go well. Decided at the end of a stream that I would play around with seeing which characters looked best with the hat from Cotton Eye Dopey. Turns out, almost none of them, because the game just instantly crashed when I did character-changing stuff at certain points in time, so... Oh no, I'm doing badly now. Man, what a level that was. And of course, a ridiculously impressive tech demonstration. Getting streaming audio out of the SNES without any major changes beyond fast ROM is still pretty impressive. To be fair, other systems have done that, but usually you don't try to do something and streaming audio at the same time. For instance, Toy Story for the Genesis does that. It mixes all of the audio and software, and then streams that result to the... Oh. Sup, Zorio? How you doing? Oh, crap. If this had been a different hack, it might have put a message up on the screen. Thank you for the raid. Also, thank you for the raid. Smile raid? Oh, I do like smiles. What's up, Tass? How you doing? How was your stream? What were you up to? Hope it was something fun, like Super Smile Face World, or something more challenging, like anything that's not Super Smile Face World. Doing well, excellent. Just gotta stretch my arms a bit. Yeah, I'm just trying to finish what I now know to be the final level of Sicari 2. Because Faro told me. It's fairly long. Did Celeste and Plants vs. Zombies? Oh, nice! Celeste is cool. Like, the OG Plants vs. Zombies, or like, they had like a third-person shooter thing for a bit. I think I bought that and was immensely disappointed when it wasn't, you know, actually Plants vs. Zombies. But it's a really cool game. It was a lot of fun playing it back in the day. Very, like, simple strategy game. Of course, the sad thing is they did eventually have to change the dancer zombie from Michael Jackson to a generic disco man. Reflection B-sides kicking your butt, I would, no doubt. How goes barely a Mario hack? It's going well. I'm almost done. A couple streams ago, I beat the boss, which took me a while because it was a 10-minute long boss. If you did everything right, it was still 10 minutes. Which is not one of the things I'm terribly good at, especially when it threw me a massive curveball at the very end. I spent a decent amount of time fighting that boss. And then I got to play the rest of the levels, which were a lot more fun. Yeah, it was Michael Jackson at one point. Like, well, it was clearly Michael Jackson from Thriller at one point. Though I don't think that they, you know, small amount of parody. Enough that they thought they could get away with it, but the Michael Jackson estate, or Michael Jackson himself, not probably the estate, didn't like it. So they changed it to a generic disco guy. Yes, it is a heckin' long boss indeed. It's all about phases, and basically you had to go about 3 to 5 phases between opportunities to hurt the boss. So it's very much an auto-scroller boss. There wasn't anything you could do to speed it up that I was aware of. But I'm bad at this cannon. Yep. But this last level is also fairly long. I remember it being Disco Zombie when you played as a kid. I think they had to change it fairly soon after release. I don't know the exact timeline. I do appreciate that the Zamboni guys were completely down with being in this game and had no problems. Or whatever licensing fees they asked for to have their ice resurfacing machine involved in this game were relatively low. But yeah. I need to get back to Celeste eventually. I'll probably end up just starting over again. Maybe I'll make that my, like, out and about game once I'm done with some other of the more Steam-worthy requests. That was dumb. I don't know how long I'm going to be on the East Coast come winter, because I don't know what they're going to do with the Mystery Hunt. That's going to be a large factor in determining what I'm going to do vis-a-vis going to the East Coast this year. Be very curious to see if it'll be back on MIT campus as opposed to completely remote, or some sort of compromise where only currently affiliated people can go on campus, which would be sad. But they've been wanting to kind of shut that stuff down for a while anyway, and it's as good of excuse as any. But I digress. I never got past the Windy Mountain. God, when was I playing that? November? Early December? Like I said, I probably will have to restart it just so I won't remember what I was doing. But like Baba Is You, I might have to go for like 3rd time's a charm on getting through that game. Because there are some games you can pick up after a while and still play and understand what you're supposed to be doing and do it, but those sorts of games, not so much. Oh, I'm already at full health. I want more health more than I want the... Never mind, I guess I don't get the squirrels. I don't get to choose. Oh, and amusing fact. I actually voted for TAS Agent the other day. Since the primary season is upon us, or was upon us, when I was filling out my ballot. There were a few one-sided races. Literally one-sided races. Someone running unopposed. And I will not vote for anybody who was running unopposed, because that's just silly. So I put in some write-ins, and Task Agent was on my list. So you might end up being a senator or something. If that happens, my bad, sorry. Not sure how it would happen, because I don't think anyone else wrote you in on that, but it's possible. No! Task for president? Yeah. We could do worse. Not a very good campaign slogan, but... The thing about being president is basically anybody who wants the job probably shouldn't have it, which is how we end up in most predicaments. Oh god. I'm not sure what I expected to happen there. Those characters exist in Shift Gist, so I don't know what they would have done. Oh. But thank you for wasting your points. On TTS spam. How you doing, Pebebs? Why did I get this set up again? Is it like a 1 out of 10 times or something? I'm baffled. I'm utterly baffled by that. Am I getting an easier version every time I'm doing this? Usually doing this, and I don't know. Disagree. The way it ends up is people who want it get it, but other people who have money get it. Ah, I see. Oh. Channel points weren't well spent then. Imagine one day I'll have to raise the bit ceiling. But presently that's only imagining. Or bit ceiling, no, bit threshold. Gah. That's actually what the command is. It's BT. I implemented that like a million years ago for some reason. I don't remember why now. Oh, I think it was for Hack Attack. When I was showing off chat hacks. Wanted to make sure that it didn't... people couldn't like DOS me with single bit donations during that or something, I forget. I don't think I even ended up using it. Yeah. American election's all about money. Spread your fame and backing, backing will get you the votes. Yeah, that's true. It's a bit like baseball. There's only a certain number of undecided games, even from the outset. Oh, I hate the cannon so much. But, yeah. Either way, I don't want to worry too much about elections right now, since I just finished voting. Went and dropped my ballot off at the ballot box because I'm so pissed off about this. Honestly, I shouldn't be pissed off about it, but I am. You used to have to mail your ballot in using a stamp. And I bought a bunch of stamps. Planet stamps. You could buy all 8 planets, and then Pluto was extra. Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna run forward. And I bought those stamps. The only time I was ever going to use them was to vote. And then they passed a thing saying, no, now if you just drop it in your mailbox, it'll get paid by the state to drop it off at the actual ballot place. I'm like, oh, that's lame. I paid for these dang stamps. And so as a minor form of protest, I have always dropped my ballot off at one of the drop boxes because it just pisses me off so much I had to buy stamps. Go to a friggin' post office. Nobody likes the post office. Well, some people. Ned Flanders likes the post office. No, wait, he doesn't like the post office. Anyway. Petty vindictive man drops off ballot at box is not exactly a important story of the day. I still want to know how I get a different spawn. The fact you said you buy all the planets so you get Pluto for free because you have to Pluto's on the planet. Oh no, you had to pay for another set of Pluto stamps. So like you got 16 stamps, all of the major heavenly bodies, and then, yeah, if you wanted Pluto, you had to pay extra. Pluto was literally paid DLC. I mean, it wasn't on disc at least, but still. This was, like, long after that whole bit, too. Like, the whole Pluto is not a planet thing happened, you know what, like, 2000... like 8 or something? I forget, it was a while ago. So... don't know why they were milking it then, but it's the post office, they're not exactly up to date on an awful lot of things. There we go, that's the motion I wanted. No more cat stabs. Love Pluto, and you're disappointed that it still isn't a planet. Yeah, I mean, part of the problem was they would have to add, like, other planetoids if they kept the definition that allowed Pluto to be a planet for the sake of our solar system. And so I can kind of see the argument, but it makes the mnemonics worse because ending in P meant that you could, was it my very eager mother ordered 87 pizzas or something? I forget. Learned that from Diekman's lab. But it ends in pizzas, dang it. Of course, why any kid needs to remember the exact order of the planets is left up as an exercise to the reader. Especially given that it wasn't consistent when Pluto was around, so you actually had to worry a bit about where Uranus, Neptune were. There we go. The funny thing is, I don't actually need to do the bonus yet. Why did that happen? Yep. Sorry, Fra, you might have not... You didn't know this... you didn't know this change had happened. We got sick of that joke, and so we renamed Uranus millions of years ago. Hundreds of years ago. Oh, what is it now? Eurectum. Every time I've actually gotten to start that jump, I have gotten it this evening. I'm very happy about that. To be fair, on the other hand, this guy has been pissing me off. Just served us 9, thank you. Yeah, just served us 9 what? We'll never know anymore. Just 9. I guess 9 could mean no pizzas in German. I haven't done this part unsquirrely yet. It's a shame. Bad time to get hit. Because that part is so much easier if you're a squirrel. Okay, just do the despawn wiggle. Served us nachos? Yeah, okay, I guess I can see that. Nachos are delicious. Yeah, I can see it. Well, thank you for the follow. I keep getting the same message because there's only one message in this level. Usually what happens is it'll pop up a message saying, here's some fish. Oh, God, I hate that so much. I mean, not the message thing, but... Ah, okay. Bullet bills. Anyway, thank you for the follow. Do not stand for this intolerance to Pluto. Fair. But yeah, usually it pops up a message. We do USB nonsense here. But today, because this is Sicari, it does not. Sicari is weird. Shoot, I should have dropped the item. Oh. Okay, I swear to God, this is so much harder to do with a squirrel suit. Yeah, okay. The problem I'm having there is I need to hit B, but if I do it, I'll jump at an actually, does it matter if I jump at an inopportune time? Because I still have the squirrel suit. I've got the squirrel. Either way, that run went way better than I expected after losing the squirrel in the early cannon room. Anyway, completely got distracted. It'd be nice to play hacks again that use a more normal message system. This one's actually really cool. I believe it's a Layer 4 message box system. So because of the way the Super Nintendo works, you can change the graphics mode mid-screen using a thing called HDMA, where you can change hardware registers on the fly while you're rendering the screen, which means you can change the mode from one of the other more conventional modes. Like most of the mode most people do SMW stuff for is the one where you have 3 layers, 2 with 16 colors, and 1 with 3. But because you can change it mid-scan line, or on a certain scan line, you can change it to the mode where you have 4 layers, and use that 4th layer to render the text. The constraint with the 4-layer mode, of course, well, not of course, but the constraint with that one is you only get really 3-ish colors per layer. I guess it's technically 4, but only one of the layers gets all 4, I think. Maybe there's some priority stuff that matters there. Either way, it's not a commonly used mode from what I understand, though. I have yet to go and snoop out all the games and see if anybody does that. Yes. So you are allowed up to 4 layers and sprites if you're using the right mode. Other modes don't even allow you that much. So the infamous Mode 7, for instance, doesn't actually afford you more than 1 layer. Which is why some things that you wouldn't expect to be sprites are sprites in SMW. For instance, there's some blocks in in the Bowser fight in SMW that are sprites, because they didn't have a layer for them. And if they were on the Bowser layer, things would have looked really weird. Because Bowser's not a sprite, he's the entire Mode 7 background. The second one... Not that one. So, yeah, no, it's really interesting. I would recommend, if you want to know more about the SNES's internals, the person formerly known as Dots Are Cool has a YouTube channel called Retro Game Mechanics Explained, where he gets into some of the nitty-gritty of the Super Nintendo and other interesting consoles and interesting things. His explanation of how the Atari 2600 rendering process works is pretty dang impressive. Not to mention, I'm far more impressed by Atari 2600 games now knowing that they have to position sprites by counting scan lines and counting CPU cycles for the X position. It's absolutely insane. Damn thing was only ever meant to play Pong, but somehow they did it. Need to stop being lazy and learn to code assembly? Yeah, no, it's a good pastime. Assembly's not hard, it just takes time. And you have to break down everything into small bits. On the bright side, when you get something right, you just feel really good because it's assembly, no matter how tiny it is. My most recent assembly project had to do with Zelda 2, and I was playing through that a few weeks ago at Desi's request. And I implemented some fun USB stuff for that, but I had to do it all on NES side, which meant coding in straight-up 6502 as opposed to the weird 65816 that we get to use for the Super Nintendo. A lot of instructions. Well, occasional instructions I'd run across that I really wanted that just didn't exist on the 6502. Like increment A, which I eventually ended up not needing because I decided to punt that particular thing into the X register. As it turned out, that was a fine way to deal with it. And weird addressing modes. You can only do like a direct, an indirect thing through Y if you're using the 0 page. It's really annoying. So I had to do that, and thankfully, Zelda 2 does not care much about what you do to address 0 between frames. Which is pretty common. Bigger problem is you don't know how to code. That's a harder problem to overcome. Granted. Learning to do simple things is not too difficult. If you want to learn assembly, you might be interested in doing, like, I guess actually, it probably isn't the best way to learn, but it might help. When I do chat hacks, I let people load arbitrary bits of assembly into my Super Nintendo when I'm playing Super Mario World. And though I have it implemented such that people could do it for other games, we've never actually gotten around to that. But it's a way you can write some simple assembly code by, like, modifying other people's assembly and seeing what the results are. And if you crash, who cares? I reset. Maybe I'll put a timer on the screen, like time between bot resets or something, or regular resets. That could be funny. But I have to rewrite that overlay, and I don't want to. And it's needed rewriting for years now. One of the first ones I actually wrote. Actually, it needs rewriting if for no other reason than to move to the new socket library I wrote. I got tired of if statements and ended up writing a proper dispatching WebSocket library for my stuff. Which makes spinning up new ones easier, but doesn't make rewriting old ones all that great. Then again, I could also get rid of a decent amount of cruft in those, because there's an awful lot of, like, backwards compatibility from long before address names. Anyway. But yeah, it's a way to learn assembly. I don't know if it's a good way, because I learned assembly by learning a bit of MIPS back in the day. One of the college assignments we had was to work on an FPGA implementation of a MIPS processor. The MIPS processor, of course, probably being most famous in the Nintendo 64, despite the fact that it was also in the PlayStation. But they didn't have MIPS the Rabbit on PlayStation, so... And the N64 MIPS chip was a better MIPS chip. By a lot. No load delay slots. Just blows my mind that someone said, yeah, load delay slots. That's a good idea. Branch delay slots I can kind of understand. Load delay slots I cannot. Gotta make your own dang pipeline bubbles. What's up, Fedora? How you doing? Yeah, no tails. Still Sicari. Sicari will have a tail shortly, hopefully. But not right now. Bounce. Modifying code with assembly is pretty easy if you know what you're trying to change. At least basic things, yeah. If you're just changing constants or addresses, it's not too bad. It's when you need to start writing things wholesale that becomes a lot more challenging. As with most programming tasks, if you know what you're doing and have a template, it's pretty easy. If you don't know what you're doing, it might take a bit longer. Alright, let's see if I get my, my shell jump again. Stabbed it. More moon thing in hacks. More moon theme in hacks, please. Yeah, it's a good track. Not gonna lie. All right, I guess we're gonna do it. It's squirrel time. There was no point in hanging on to it. Yeah, the moon theme is interesting because it doesn't proc YouTube's copyright detection stuff in the way that the Amazon theme does. Actually, I should see. Did it proc that today? Where is it? Oh, it's probably still rechecking because I trimmed a bit off the front. Yeah, no way for me to know right now. So I'm moderating, I'm doing some YouTube nonsense to collect my notes easier. When I explained to Eevee that this is what I always do when I'm moderating, Eevee was quite impressed, surprisingly. That I upload it to YouTube, coalesce the notes with timestamps, and then bucket them, such that my rejections can have a per level by level explanations. Which I wrote all that stuff because I was lazy, honest truth. Writing rejections before it sucked because I needed screenshots, and I got really tired of taking screenshots. Programmer lazy is a very unique kind of lazy. Alright, get that because it doesn't hurt at this point. Oh, interesting. You know what I actually want? Like, the moon theme would be, in more hacks, would be cool. Oh, because I jumped off a left wall. Damn it! It is technically impressive. Yeah. I suppose. It's one of those things where once I got used to it, it became less impressive to me. The thing about old tech is once you've written it, it largely just works. As long as the libraries don't swap out from underneath you. So you can kind of stop thinking about it. Except when I get messages on Discord informing me that it can't find the dang VODs, and I have to do something about that. Which thankfully it no longer sends me on an hourly basis. Since I changed it to only upload stuff at 6 AM now. Which I think was a good call. I've only ever had that go oddly once or twice recently. But... Yep. But yeah, huge improvement. Also just because YouTube's interface for doing timestamps is so much better than the markers that Twitch provides. They're just not very good. Which is a bummer, because you feel like Twitch, with the backing of Amazon, could be a pretty good tech company, but somehow they're not. Of course, I blame React and iguanas, but yeah. Just like my opinion, man. Yeah, I was always impressed by the diligence One Up Dude did with his rejections, because he always had screenshots of all the things that he wanted fixed. Which I think is just his method. Like, he'd just take a screenshot whenever he found something awry. And since he played an emulator, it was less of a pain. But I digress. But yeah, I trimmed off a little bit of the front. I think my timers are not quite right anymore, and I'm not sure why. The annoying thing about that is I'll have to go through and double-check some of the timestamps, especially ones where like it's very important to see the event that led up to it. There was one where at the midway of one of the levels, I think it was the NES level, for one frame, there's something going awry with the scroll registers. I don't know why. Of course, I wouldn't know why, because I don't have access to the ASM that Eevee's using. But there's a few odd one-frame oddities I've noticed, but I don't... Actually, I should probably double-check that one's my fault. Or isn't my fault. I don't think it is. It's not usually. But it's definitely tied to the midway. Oh yeah, back to what I was thinking. Actually legitimately thinking. There should be more hacks of DuckTales. Like, I feel like that's a game that shouldn't be that hard to hack, right? It's Capcom. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if they used a fairly consistent tile engine. Or at least some effects were kept between games on the NES, because they did a lot of NES games. Wouldn't surprise me if they shared at least a little bit of code. The Mega Man games are well known and hackable. Like, I don't know how far away DuckTales is away from them, but, you know, you'd think it'd be a thing you could do. It's got fun mechanics. I guess doing, like, bosses would be kind of tricky, but you can do an awful lot, as has been demonstrated with Super Mario World, with a standard boss and making the room a bit more interesting. And most of the boss rooms in DuckTales are pretty scant. Which makes me think that, yeah, maybe there is more Mega Man DNA in that than I might have expected. So... now I'm kind of curious. It's gotta be like a way to do like a assembly drift sort of thing. Though with Nintendo games would be hard because you can move things between banks when you need to. I'm certain those games use some variety of MMC-type chip. In fact, I know that there's some sort of fancy mapper for DuckTales, because it uses... what do they call that? Oh, CHR RAM. As opposed to CHR ROM, which was more common. Let you compress your graphics into a smaller area, save on chip size, but you have to have RAM. I guess it probably didn't save much. It'd probably make like the bank swapping stuff easier. Now I'm just wondering what kind of problem it actually solves. You have to figure out what these dudes actually do, or why they do it. Are the yellow ones on a timer? I have to assume this was the intended solution. Or the Nintended solution. Possibly. No, I shouldn't have made a dumb pun. Yeah, that's weird that that happens, but I'm so not complaining that it did. Alright, chill. Was way too close to the wall there. Not that it matters too much. Okay, it still matters a bit now that I took that hit. Still want to squirrel over this section. Apparently I didn't want to squirrel bad enough. Not completely hosed yet, but certainly not doing well. Ow. Okay. Like, chill out for a moment. Wall jumping will be my undoing. Maybe I should start blaming my controller and get another controller out of the giant box of controllers. It is an option. I mean, do something with the giant box controllers. It's just been sitting in my bedroom for far too long. Probably should, I don't know, clean them out. Check if some of them work. One of those, because you're importing from Japan, it doesn't really matter if you're buying like 1 or 50. The cost isn't all that much different because of dang shipping. How it's still so expensive in this day and age, I'll never know. Well, I do know it's because it has to go across an ocean, but still. Step. Letters. I guess also because I didn't get to the squirrel section, I really should try and get the secret going. I've definitely learned this part. Just the cannons, they kill me. I think I'm just bad at shooting cannons down to the right, or down to the left. No. One of those things. Still playing this like I can't take a hit. Oh, I guess I do kind of want to keep doing that. I want to save my hits for the cannon section. I wonder how much more there is after the squirrel bit, though. Still, DuckTales hacks. Think about it. Oh, I guess that's probably the most interesting news of the day. Was that they finally revealed that they've been the SMW Central people have finally revealed that they're doing the other Mario games, the NES ones, building sections for that, which is kind of nice. Hopefully that'll get utilized by some people. Did I actually hit myself on the way down? I think I did. I hit myself on the way down. I have 23 HP. Like, the only way to get a weird amount of HP is to hurt yourself and go through a door transition. Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. Definitely something to keep an eye on. Hopefully it will result in more cool Super Mario hacks, like Mario 3. I know Russian Man has been working in that area for a while, and it'd be kind of cool to just have that tools and stuff coalesced. Have you said hi? I don't believe so. How you doing, Faro? I successfully made it into the wall jump, or the shell jump thing a few times, and have since failed to do it repeatedly. My most recent attempt resulted in me getting hit in the face with my own shell. No! Which is why I had 3 HP. So, I feel like I'm getting close to the end when I make it all the way there. This is a very long level. But as long as I don't die, take too much damage early on, don't die in the DKC section to random cannonage, and finally make it to the squirrel section, I remain confident that I will eventually squirrel my way to success. But it's far from a guaranteed thing, especially because it's very dependent upon me getting that shell jump right now. Got to the section with Sicari statues? Yes. Yes, I did. That's the section I'm calling the squirrel section, the one that I had the Sicari statue. If there's more than one, I wasn't paying attention. But I saw one. So if that's the final section, then I'm within squirreling distance. I was gonna say spitting distance, but I don't think squirrels do that. Chewing distance? Acorning distance? Yeah, I'm out of squirrel things. I'm no squirrel expert. This is, of course, something that doesn't actually bug me, not being a squirrel expert. I made my choice. I chose physics over biology. And honestly, I think I made the right choice back in the day. Oh, I got the 2-dog setup. Huh, fun. I don't know why I get the 2-dog setup sometimes, but I don't get it very often. Physics indeed, for the win. Though I didn't stick with it. I eventually dropped that major and picked up computer science, computer engineering. But I did get the minor. I technically have a minor in experimental physics, which meant I took a lot of classes that involved doing experiments. Some of which were actually kind of fun. In fact, it was because of one of those classes that I finally understood error. Like, I felt like they were trying to hide error from us for a very long time, rather than give us the tools we needed to understand it ourselves. And frankly speaking, I still kind of think that. If you have a little bit of integral calculus, integral calculus, I think, you can understand error. It's not that challenging. But because of the way they were teaching it piecemeal, it's like, if you're doing this, then you're going to calculate your error this way, and blah, blah, blah. No, just show me the fundamental equation. That solved all the problems. For while I needed to understand error, it did. I probably don't know exactly now, but I know enough calculus that I don't think it'd be a problem now. One of the classes was kind of a weird joke. I think it was more of an idea to teach people how to wire up things when building your own apparatus. I guess when you get to like grad school and stuff, I imagine building your own apparatuses is very important. But basically, it was a class on how to wire things up. And so you got to make I think it was a small 6502-based computer. You hooked up the RAM, and you hooked up all this other stuff, and eventually hooked it up to like a very basic, like 7-8 segment display. Very strange class to be taking in 2008. So, the way they, as every college you teach things is incredibly bothersome. Oh yeah. It is terribly inconvenient at times. But, fun class. The last thing you had to do for that class was an extension project. The basic idea being, once you made your computer, make it do something interesting. And being that me and my lab partner didn't feel like doing too much work, we've rigged up a bootloader over the serial port for it, using an FPGA board to handle the serial stuff. I almost felt bad for doing that, using a way more powerful chip to bootstrap a really dinky one, but we got credit. We were both busy, we didn't want to have to do other things for this class. We did kind of take it as a, let's take a physics class together thing. Oh, massively overkill. Oh, give me a sec. Decided to run through the newest update for fun today and end up finding one of the cutscenes in Crystal crashed. Oh no! I thought that had gotten fixed. Or at least I assumed, because I saw that it had gotten unclaimed for a bit. It was fixed. That was fixed, and the hopefully final update was submitted. Nice. Okay, that might have been why I saw it be unclaimed for a little bit. Yeah, hope Alex has fun with that. I might still just play it for the hell of it one of these days in the near future. Not every time needs to be dedicated to actual moderation. Alright. Squirrel powers, go! Alright, this was my... Wait, hold on. What am I doing? I just kill him. This part's gonna get a lot easier now. Yeah, that was way easier. I was literally at the last obstacle, wasn't I? No, I'm getting all the coins. I earned them. I'm getting most of the coins. I earned them. No, I'm getting all of them. Finally, I can read this message properly. You have made it all this way. Fantastic! It is also where the journey must end. Thank you so much for playing Sicari 2. I really hope you enjoyed your time playing it. Have a wonderful day. I will, once I collect all of my coins. World clear! Game clear! Yeah, I was right at the end more than once. I think I got to that section twice, and completely forgot that I could use the tail to kill the ant, to kill the small thing. So, that's that. Unless there's like some other secret things I missed, I don't know where I would have missed them. But like, if there are any secret bosses or something, I might have to ask Eevee. But one thing you check for moderation that you don't know if anyone will find it. Oh, please tell me. And yeah, I'm definitely interested in playing Crack the Hack, like I said. I know it'll take roughly 2 hours. That is a good thing. Secret boss in the second boss level. Okay, let's go check out the secret boss. Because I want to see the secret boss. Alright. It's not the midway. Alright. Where should I be looking for the secret boss? Or maybe I should try to find it myself, you know? Maybe try take initiative. Probably on top of something. 'Cause I remember Sicari, the OG Sicari, liked doing that. Yeah, I've already marked down that weird sound issue somewhere. I'm gonna miss my tail. Well, good that I have a bonus squirrel. I came from a stage where there's multiple squirrelage. So at least there's that. If I need to get more squirrel, I'm gonna have problems. I don't think there was a squirrel suit in the anywhere near this. But yeah, with that statement, I'm going to assume it's on top of something. That area that I just saw looks interesting. Okay. Oh, that's where I came from. Don't get distracted. You remember where it is now? Okay, cool. I'm gonna go unsquirrel for a minute. Because I want to save my squirrel suit for the moment where I actually find the dang thing. I got stuck. See? Smart. Yeah, that area I just saw over there definitely looks suspicious. I don't remember getting there earlier. But then again, it might have to do with scroll. Definitely doesn't have to do with scroll there. Yeah, that area I saw down there right before the midway is looking very suspicious. Being kind of obvious. Oh wait, this is the area I saw when I was scrolling. Dang it. Obvious when you look at it. Trying to think. I'm gonna regret doing what I just did. Where am I? Well, didn't softlock myself. That's a good sign. I'm definitely gonna have to figure out what to acquire a squirrel suit now. If I don't nail this the first try. Obvious if you're looking for it. And squirrel means it's either a long jump somewhere, or... Now that looks suspicious up there. The highest height I can get is... I got so lucky right there. Oh, God. I think that's possible. My hands will definitely hurt. Oh, what's up, Nathan? How you doing? That's it? Okay. Crap. There doesn't have to be an easier way than really wishing I had a turbo controller, does there? Oh, I guess that worked. You don't have to hold Y. That's the solution. Ugh. Okay, made it. Glad it's Friday. And oh, hey, Cerno! This makes a lot of sense, actually. Makes almost too much sense. Oh. Oh no, my squirrelness. I even made icicle fall jokes earlier. Way earlier when playing this. I actually know the title of this track, unlike an awful lot of other Toho tracks. It's Beloved Tomboyish Daughter. Cerno is a silly Toho. Doesn't even have a proper hat. Okay, that was on me, but whatever. Oh, right, she does that. Oh, no! Oh, no! Alright, you know, I got this. 38, or 30 HP left. Just need to not die to the giant Hadouken. A power Cerno generally has. Oh, her wings fell off too. Aw. Oh, poor Cerno. Can't catch a break. To reskin to the second boss, yeah. You wanted to make this boss? I can understand. Cookie Quest also has a Cerno boss? Huh. People are apparently just excited about Cerno. Which is reasonable. Hell, she got her own game. I forget what it was called. Probably something about Fairy's Plight or whatever. Wanted to commission D to the Fourth to make as close to a recreation of the Cerno boss in that one of the 2D side-scrolling games. I think you told me to look at one of those once. It was like a Metroidvania one where you're the time-stopping maid. And yeah, Cerno is actually pretty badass in that one. Now you've beaten the hack. A few other levels have tiny Easter eggs. Alright. Lay them on me, if you will. Actually, while you type, I'm going to get up and use the restroom really quick. Alright. When you remember is in the garbage level. Okay, well, it's fun. Which one was the garbage level? Crap. It's been a long journey. I don't think it's any... Oh, into the trash. Guess it's kind of obvious when you think about it. Alright. I'm gonna guess it's in an area like that. Garbage level and the level that was all dark. And the level that was all dark was at the bonus bit at the end, where if you got past the goalpost, you could... Oh, what was it? There's a little... like a life and a few other things. You know, I need to stop doing that. It's like a melted companion cube. It's very easy to see. You'll see it? Okay. I assume you mean this level's one, not the dark level's one. I really don't want to play the dark level again, I'll be honest. Oh, you can't jump on those. Alright, I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing, because it's easy to see. Kind of place where I think you would... No, it definitely doesn't give you a preview. I keep getting lucky. I'm so not complaining about it. Right. Blue things. Unaffected. There's the key. I'm gonna keep looking. Gonna feel very silly when I don't find it. Probably not down that hole. I see it. That's the key, I remember that. What? I guess that's pretty obvious when you look at it. I was expecting to have to go, like, searching. Is it a slightly differently rendered Sicari? Is that what I'm looking at? I think so. It's a different styling, certainly. That's cute. But I think the way the hair is rendered makes her look like a bit like she's got a very big hat on. But that might be the intended effect. Oh, the original Sicari, okay. Yeah, I don't think I've ever played the OG one. Only the remastered. Which I think has a very similar sprite to this one. Alright. I don't need more garbage. Alright, so the dark level. Unless you know where it is in the dark level, I really don't want to go back to the dark level. Trash level, ice level. Okay. Alright, dark level. God, I hate the dark level. Again, it's not the level's fault. Near the beginning, oh thank God. It's just this ASM is one of my least favorite things of all time. I'm trying to remember when I first saw this ASM. Just stab all the dogs. Near the beginning. I don't need a squirrel suit or anything, I hope. Nope. Oh, another one. Huh! I get it. It just happens to be dancing Sicaris in levels now. Huh, that works. I'll take my power up, though. Yeah, I definitely have found it. Let's give a spotlight to OG Sicari. And then the ice level. I gotta remember which one's the ice level. What happens when you do a moderation over like a month? I assume it's this, and nothing else. Now it has to be this. It can't be something else. It'd be silly. What actually procs these? Is it just beating the game? Or, well, completing the ultimate level, I suppose. Alright. Guess we're gonna go look into the ice level now, because I think we found it. And it wouldn't be hard to get back here in the event that we didn't. Ice level. After the ice level, Sicari will quote Eevee, unless you're forgetting something. You've seen everything in the stack. Okay. Which one is the ice level? God, it's been too long. And none of these are screaming ice to me so far. No. Was World 1? Okay. Chill out. Yeah, that screams ice to me. Another nice track. Intriguing. Nothing helpful there. It's weird going all the way back to the beginning of the game after beating it. Things seem so much simpler now. I do remember this level now. You had to play with bombs partway through it. Oh. You know, I never actually saw it was in that box, I don't think. That is, of course, something I can actually do. And I was even thinking, like, oh, the gates weren't used until really late in the game, and apparently I just spaced on that one. So let's just start select so we can go see what's in that box. And then we'll enjoy the dancing chibi character. Let's go, robot. Dugan! Yeah, I still can't quarter circle punch to save my life. Oh shit, that's happening this weekend too. I got plenty of good shit to watch on Twitch. Got Desi's like Desi-thon, which is gonna be awesome. I will have to wake up. I will have to make sure I'm awake for Oregon Trail, because I'm definitely going to see Oregon Trail. But also Evo's this week. It's just coins. I don't think I really feel cheated, but I was kind of hoping for more. Alright, now I have seen everything. And shot some of it with fireballs, too. Alright. Given the time, do I want to take a look? Why am I even looking at this thread? Look at the queue or VLDC. I'm kind of leaning towards VLDC because I don't want to like start anything that I won't be able to finish. But yep, we're done. We have done all the Sicari. There's probably a couple things I'm going to check offline, but I don't think there's anything else of great import. So let's draw some numbers. Silver level pack. Didn't that get rejected earlier? Like, what I'm looking at here seems... Like, I don't want to be unfair to it. But it does look... Oh, updated it because it had featured cutoff graphics. Yeah, let me take a quick look. Let's look at the reject log, because it's my reject log thing, because it's easier. What's the name of this? Silver level pack by Silver Wind. Rejected by Alex. Wrong placed sub-level entrance in Ruby Cave. Player goes into Piper's Big Mario, they clip the first tiles, save them from death. Lots of cutoff. There's a lot of things that were wrong. Overall, good stuff. Alright, you know what? We'll give it a shot. 7 exits is not that many exits. Moderation is your way of seeing hacks without needing to blame. I'm glad to be of service. I need to change the title.